Hello, good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about reducing expressions using KMAP. That is, reducing Boolean expressions using KMAP. So this is an very important session. So please pay attention to the video and don't forget to ask me the doubt if you got any doubts. You can contact me. Okay. So our first question, f of ABC is equal to sigma 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. We have to simplify this using the KMAP. As you can see in this question, the expression is given in the cardinal form. You know what is a cardinal form? Cardinal form means the Boolean expression is expressed in terms of numbers, right? So the given expression is f of ABC is equal to sigma 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So it is clear that there are three variables, that is three Boolean variables A, B and C. So when we draw the K-map, we have to draw the K-map for the three variable, right? So we can see the drawing, we can see the K-map for the three variables, okay? So our question is f of ABC is equal to sigma of 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So this is an SOP expression, that is sum of products as a expression, right? So you can see the three variable K-map. One side I am taking for the variable A and another side is for the variables B and C. So as it is a SOP expression, variables are joined using the AND operator or the product term, right? So leftmost side you can see A values are there, A bar and A, and on the top BC values are B bar, C bar, B bar, C, BC, BC bar, right? One advantage with the Boolean expression, when the question is given in the cardinal form, there is an advantage that because we can mark the given numbers. For example, you can see that the given expression is 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So when we draw the K-map, we need to mark only the given index positions, right? So that means we can mark 0, we can mark the cell numbered as 1, we can also mark the cell numbered as 2, we can also mark the cell numbered 4, 5 and 6. So that is what we are going to see in the next page, right? Okay, as I said earlier, here you can see I am marking, as it is a SOP expression, I am use the value 1 to mark the given cells. So cell 0 is given, 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 is a question, right? So I am marking 1 in the cell numbered as 0, also on the cell numbered as 1, also on the cell numbers 2, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so we have marked all the index positions given in the question, that is 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So this is the advantage when the question is in the cardinal form. Here we have the advantage, we can easily mark the cells, right? So I am giving you the example for the SOP expression. So later we can explain the POS expression also, okay? Okay, last class we have seen how we can mark the or how we can form the cells or groups, how we can form the groups in KMAP. Here you can see that last class we have seen we can form the groups of 2, 4, 8. That is the powers of 2. That is we can form a single cell as a group. We can also form pair, then quad, then octet. That is 1, 2, 4, 8, right? That is the powers of 2. So here you can see that I am using two color to represent the two groups. So first group is the green color, that is 0, 1, 4, 5. So the cell numbered as 0, 1, 4, 5, which represent a quad, right? Then you can see that we have I'm using a red color marking for the second quad. Actually that second quad include the cells 0, 2, 4 and 6. Let me repeat again. So when we form the groups of the given K-map, after marking the index position, we have to form the groups. When we form the groups, so our aim is to form the groups, right? So when we form the groups, here we can say we can form two groups, that is two quads we can form. The first quad, which is in the green color marking, you can see I'm joining 0, 1, 4, 5 as the first group. This group contains 4 cells, so that is 4 members are there, 0, 1, 4, 5. Then the second group you can see that I'm joining the leftmost cells and rightmost cells in the K-map to form a quad. Quad means 4 elements. So the index positions are 0, 2, 4 and 6. 0, 2, 4, 6. That is the second quad. Right? So please read the cell formation in K-map. Also refer the previous video if you don't know or if you don't understand the cell formation or group formation in K-map, right? Okay, so we got two groups here. We got two group means we have formed two quads. That is quad 1, that is 0, 1, 4, 5. That is the index positions. Those cells I marked as 1, 0, 1, 4, 5. And quad 2 it is 0, 2, 4, 6. So quad 1 I am using the green line and quad 2 I am using the red, right? So we have two groups, two quads, as you can see on the diagram, right? Okay, here we are going to see the how we can reduce, how we can, after forming the groups, how we can reduce the groups. So our first group is the quad 1, that is 0, 1, 4, 5. So here this approach may be different from your textbook. So I think this is quite easy for you. So please see that we have the cell number 0, 1, 4, 5 in the quad 1, right? I am writing 0. The binary equivalent or the if we represent 0 in terms of that variable, 0 means 3 zeros, as it is 3 variables, so 3 zeros there. So 3 zeros means a bar dot b bar dot c bar. 1 means it is a bar dot b bar dot c, that is 0, 0, 1 it. And 4 means it is 1, 0, 0, which is a dot b bar dot c bar. 5 means it is a b bar dot c, because it is 1, 0, 1. Okay, so how we can reduce a quad? So what we have to see, I have listed the variable equivalents of 0, 1, 4, 5. Then what we have to do? We have to pick the unchanged variable. So if you see the a, you can see that for the first a bar is same, but when it comes to the value 4, a is changing to a bar is changing to a, and on 5 also it is a. So there is a change in the values of a, so we cannot take the value a. So when we consider b bar, so we can see that b bar, there is no change in the b bar, because for all the given index position 0, 1, 4, 5, the value of b bar is continuing as b bar itself. There is no change, so we can pick b bar. Then consider the third variable, that is c bar. So for the given values 0, 1, 4, 5, c bar it is getting changed, so we cannot take the changing variable. So we have to pick the unchanged variable. So when we consider the quad 1, 0, 1, 4, 5, the unchanged variable it is b bar. So when we reduce that one, we have to pick the unchanged variable. So in this case, b bar is the unchanged variable. So quad 1 we reduced and we got the reduced form as b bar. Okay. Okay, now it is our second group. So second group contains cells 0, 2, 4 and 6. So here also I am listing the variable equivalents of 0, 2, 4 and 6. Okay. Here what you can see, here also what you can see, I am picking the unchanged variable. So let's have a look here. So when we consider the values of 0, it is a bar, b bar, c bar. 2, it is a bar, b, c bar. 4, it is a, b bar, c bar. And 6, it is a, b, c bar. So here also we need to find the unchanged variable. So when we see the a bar is getting changed across the given selected cells, because for 0 it is a bar, 2 it is a bar, but 4 and 5 it is a. So a bar is getting changed there. Now consider b bar. So when it comes to b bar also getting changed as b, and again it is changed to b, right? So we cannot take b bar also. Then consider c bar. Here you can see that c bar is the only unchanged variable. So we can say when we reduce the quad 2, we are getting the unchanged variable as c bar. So the reduced form of quad 2, it is c bar. Okay. Now our question was f of ABC equal to sigma or summation of 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, right? So we formed two quads. We formed two groups which contains two quads. So quad 1 it is 0, 1, 4, 5. As you can see, we have reduced the quad 1 as b bar, and quad 2 it is 0, 2, 4, 6. We have reduced it as c bar, right? So we can write it as f of a comma b comma c is equal to b bar plus c bar. So we have got a Boolean expression. The reduced form of the Boolean expression is b bar plus c bar, right? As it is a SOP expression. So we have reduced it as two groups were there. Quad 1 I reduced it as b bar, and quad 2 I reduced it as c bar, right? So this is the reduced form of the given question. Okay, I hope you understand this. If you got any doubts, you can ask me the doubts. Okay, please let me know if you got any doubts. Thank you. Okay students, that's the end of today's class. I'll see you with another video in the next class. Please refer all the previous videos, right? And please let me know if you got any doubts. Thank you.